Where have I been for the past month? It's been almost a month since I last uploaded a video, which was the day in the life of a Waterloo CS student. And almost right after that video was done, after my exams were done, I moved to Mississauga to start a software engineering job. If you can't tell, by the way, I'm insanely sick right now. That's why I might look so pale. After moving in, I was sent downtown for training, which I had to get up at like 5 a.m. and commute all the way into downtown Toronto.
Oh, he'd like that. Jake and Logan Paul here.
Shut up.
The Paul brothers. What's poppin', guys?
One of this tableau drink. You're the most Canadian place on earth. One of the two places. Breathing for you. Big ol' one. Breathing for you.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Oh man, this is way harder than it looks. Can you? Oh, thanks, man.
I'll fill your hole, don't worry.
Thanks for filling my hole, buddy.
Got you, buddy.
You know what I mean? Jake is a Canadian that describes a shitty deal or coming up short in a transaction. You're a cheat. I'm a cheat. Hey man.
What? Cheers.
How's your rap?
You know what, my rap is pretty good.
What's this? You want to go get a sushi burrito?
Hey, well, you want to tell us about how your experience is?
Are you on video mode?
Yeah, man.
Oh, sweet. It's good, man. This is fucking sick. This is a burrito.
Hey buddy. Oh, that's cute.
One of the most frequent questions I get asked, more than any other question I've ever been asked, is Adam, what kind of tea do you drink? Well, I drink many varieties of tea and it depends when I want it. At night, I'll usually drink a chamomile tea. If it's after lunch, I'll drink usually a Yamamoto green tea. It's really good, especially the one that has rice in it, which, now that I think about it, is probably the most Asian tea you could ever get. Now to the second question that I get asked all the time. Actually, I probably get asked this question more than I get asked the question about the tea. That question is, Adam, how do I get into computer science at Waterloo? And well, you're in luck. You've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to lay out the formula that will guarantee your acceptance into Waterloo. Actually, that's a lie, but I'll do my best to help. So the current year is 2018, and acceptance came out for Waterloo programs. This year, the admission rate for computer science dropped from 7% to 5%. That's insane. Honestly, at this point, it's probably one of the most competitive programs in Canada. Obviously, if you're even watching this video, you probably have a pretty high school average. If you want to get into Waterloo, you should try to have in the high 90s. If you're anything less than that, it's possible, so don't give up hope. But good luck. People often ask me about ECs too. ECs are good, tech-related things, maybe like robotics, but they're not that great for it. There's two things that I think are really important to have when applying to Waterloo, one of which I did and one of which I didn't. The first thing is previous side projects. I did have some side projects because I've been coding for a long time, but I didn't finish many of the projects that I started. They definitely were not worthy of being put on my AIF. The AIF, by the way, is Waterloo's admissions information form. This is a place where you get to list out a bunch of stuff about yourself that can hopefully help make you beat some of the competition when it comes to acceptance. Anyway, I think it's really good to show that you've contributed to some open source programs. If your GitHub page is in the green, that's amazing. Put your GitHub link on your AIF for sure. But the most important thing that you can do to get into Waterloo is compete in their competitions, specifically the ones related to math and computing. This includes the Hypatia, the Fermat, the Euclid, and the CCC, or the Canadian Computing Competition. I competed in all of them. I did pretty well on the Hypatia and the Fermat when I wrote them in grade 11, but I completely bombed the Euclid. When it comes to the math, that was never my strong point. I was always a lot better at computing, but I did pretty good on the math competitions. I managed to get the school medal, which I believe means that you did better than the average, or at least got average and you were the best in your school. But in my school, there was only 2 people writing, so competition wasn't that stiff. I definitely think that participating in them was good, even if I bombed it. Waterloo loves to see the participation. And being able to write down that I wrote all 3 of the competitions, writing the Euclid twice in grade 11 and grade 12, definitely helped give me an edge up. I think the thing that really helped me get into Waterloo was participating in the CCC. The CCC, I managed to get top 25% in both my grade 11 and grade 12 year writing it. When it comes to these kind of competitions, you can't really prepare too much. You should probably brush up on some concepts, which I didn't really do for the math, and I definitely think it screwed me over a little bit. But these tests are definitely super G-loaded, and even if you prepare a lot, it probably won't affect your grade that much. They're the kind of questions where if you're really smart, you can figure them out, and if you're average and you know a lot about math, you probably can't. I knew a guy from my hometown named Leo Fang. Shout out. Dude was a legend. He got like in the top 10 every year of writing. I believe he's studying computer science at Oxford now. But for the results for 2018, Leo Fang, who was in grade 12, placed 8th overall, which is insane. But first place was a 9th grader. Keeping in mind, when you're going into 9th grade in the Canadian school system, you're just learning linear functions. Literally y equals mx plus b. I know for any foreign viewers, that's insane. According to some of my coworkers, they started learning derivatives in 7th grade in China. We did not even see derivatives in Canada until 12th grade, which I think is a major problem. But that's something I can talk about in a different video. I've been asked to make a video on Waterloo acceptance so many times. So that's it. If you really want to get into Waterloo, besides just having a high average, you should make sure to participate in all of Waterloo's competitions. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter if your school offers them. Look it up online, approach the people in your school, and make them write it. Because if you don't do it, other people have, and they'll probably get in over you. It isn't just how you perform. Waterloo loves to see that participation. Well, it looks like we might have a special guest. Looks like we're going to have Joma on real quick.
We're live?
Yeah, welcome to the Joma show.
Oh, wow. I am so honored to be on the Joma show.
It's been a long time since we've done any of this, because like after my second time having the Joma show, I got banned. I'll keep it quick. This is a video about Waterloo.
Oh, sick.
Acceptance, because that's the only thing I've ever been asked to make. So I made a little video just giving the basics of like what people should know. And I was gonna ask you some questions and I guess get your advice on some of the stuff.
Cool.
So the most common thing people usually ask about when it comes to Waterloo is like entrance averages and stuff.
Right.
So what was your entrance average when you applied?
I think that's a little bit tricky because you know how they choose your 6 best courses or whatever? So my normal average was like 86 or 87, but also it's because I went to Quebec, so it's not exactly high school, it's CEGEP, so that's why it's hard for me to compare to other people. But I came in with like an 87, probably top 6 courses, 93 or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the top 6 thing is like I don't think a lot of people know about that like before they apply. But it's I guess it's good to know that. But if you think that you're doing worse than you are, then you can only be surprised, right?
Exactly, yeah. But if you knew it, then you could have optimized for those best courses and, you know, screw the other shit, so you don't need to waste your time there.
That's true. Course optimization is
exactly.
It's a big part. You can just like you don't have to do anything for any of the other courses.
PE2, music, got 100 on all of them.
Just pulling up the average, a little boost. All arts classes.
Yeah.
Did you have any extracurriculars when you were applying?
No. Okay, so I guess I'll tell you the truth. I applied to the double degree program, which is math and business, right? Math in Waterloo, business at Laurier, right? So you can apply it in two different ways. One, where your home school is Laurier, so it's Laurier that accepts you or not, or you can do it through Waterloo, where it's Waterloo that accepts you or not. So I applied to Waterloo. I didn't get accepted. And then I applied to the Laurier one. Like, I applied at the same time, but Laurier accepted me. So I just went to the Laurier side. And yeah, like, no extracurricular. On my AIC, I think I wrote something about I like to play poker or some shit. I thought it was a legit thing, because when you think about it, back then, you know, they said like finance companies really like people when they play poker because it's like analytical probabilities, blah blah blah. So I wrote that. It's part of my extracurricular. But for someone who's uninitiated, they won't understand how legit that is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that poker was such a signification of just like
proness.
A great mind.
Exactly. Yeah, they just don't know that, but it's actually legit, you know. But when I applied to finance companies, I think it caught their eye, so I think it works for them. But yeah.
Cool. Do you know if the Laurier application thing is still around?
I think so, because like I think it is for double degree, because that's a special double degree where you can apply to both schools somehow. But yeah, I'm not sure how it is right now. And I heard it's harder to switch, because what I did is I did Laurier and Waterloo, and I was home based at Laurier, and then after one term I switched to Waterloo by doing just computer science rather than having both business and stuff. And apparently I heard from other people that they don't allow that anymore, and I was like the last one that did it.
I've read that people like now they choose what their home base is after they get accepted.
Oh really? Oh, interesting. For double degrees? Wow.
Yeah, so it's like ends up being what environment you want to be in. So like if you want to have fun in university or just do Waterloo.
Oh, do you do Hack to North?
I didn't this year.
It's hosted by my boy, or like it was founded by my boy.
It was founded by your boy?
Yeah, his name is Kevin Lau.
You coming back as a guest?
I would love to be a judge or like a guest speaker, but I don't know if they want to be associated with me.
Well, Waterloo hasn't reached out for a sponsorship yet?
I don't think so. Dude, I told my friend, I was like, bro, I want to come in as a speaker or like a judge, and they're like, ha, ha, ha. I was like, no, I'm fucking serious, dude. Dude, I'm legit. I have influence, you fucker.
Did you write any of the Waterloo competitions before like applying, like the Euclid or the CCC?
No. My brother did, but not me. I might have taken one like competition, but I did really poorly, so I didn't.
So you were literally the like exception to everything that I told people to do. And
I thought you were about to say, so you're literally a retard, right? I thought that's what you were about to say. But yeah, I guess I am. But like I said, back then, like it wasn't that hard to get into the school.
Yeah, has it really just been like the past like couple of years?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and maybe because I did something weird, right? Because I did like first of all Laurier base camp, and then I dropped out, and then yeah, like if I didn't get good grades during my first 2 terms, I probably couldn't have done what I did.
What did you find like did you find it hard while you were actually there, or piece of cake?
No, it was easy peasy. It wasn't easy peasy, but I had an easier time than other people, and the reason is because you know how you guys have till grade 12. like I said, the CJEP thing, we have till grade 11, and then we have 2 years of CJEP. So there were a lot of things that I already learned. And also just the culture, right? Because a lot of people say the shock comes when you're like, oh shit, I'm independent now, and then, oh fuck, I didn't study, and then I fucked up. But that didn't really happen to me, because the things, like the thing I talk about, like CJEP in Quebec, it's basically like a preparation to university. So you have like the right mindset, like they teach you the right mindset to be in university. Yeah, so
that's
that
pretty
was
good, I think.
Yeah, so that's why the transition was a lot easier for me. And also I guess I'm just like competitive, and I like to like be better than other people, so I just like studied more, and then did pretty well on my first term.
Did you end up like studying a lot, or?
I would say I studied a lot. I mean, yeah, I would say I studied a lot. Like, for me, it's normal. I'm studying a normal amount, but I have a feeling other people studied less, so I'm pretty sure I studied a lot. But that's the thing. It's like, I wasn't bombarded with a bunch of friends and social activities. So I was like, so I wasn't stressed or anything. I wasn't trying to study a lot. I just happened to be a loser.
Man, honestly, it helps, man.
Yeah, man, it helps. Loser.
What do you think of software engineering versus computer science?
I wish I went to software engineering instead, because computer science is great, it's flexible and stuff like that. But the reason why I like school more is having like a tight group of friends. And in software engineer, you can do that because you're always hanging out with the same people, and so then you get gossip and shit like that. But in CS, nobody cares. Nobody knows each other. Like, even if you see their faces and stuff like that, there's so many different people. So then different, and then they stay there. You know, you can't just leave because they're gonna be there forever, right? So that's what makes it fun. It makes it more risque, and there's like more drama and like, you know, gossip going on, which is something I love.
And that's what university is all about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, no joke. It's probably like, you probably make better relationships, longer lasting relationships. Like, if you ask me now, like, how many like super close friends I've made in CS, it was like 0. Like, a few.
I haven't actually met like more than one other person in CS.
Yeah, exactly.
My first year.
Yeah, like you actually don't really talk to them because you don't need to, right? But in software engineering, you have to do projects and stuff like that. They kind of force you to like interact with each other, to know about each other. So it's a lot more fun like that, you know? And then, yeah, and then later on, like, I realized like one of my closest friends, or most of my closest friends, they're all in system engineering. And the reason is because they just know how to be tight together, you know? Because I lived with some of them, so yeah, they're like a really tight-knit group, which is something I like, which is something I wish I had. But I heard like software engineering, the admission rate is a lot lower.
Yeah, I think it's like one of the hardest engineering programs at Waterloo now.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's crazy. How much clout does Waterloo have in Silicon Valley?
Yo, there's surprisingly more clout than I thought.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I said, oh, I go to Waterloo, they're like, oh yeah, Waterloo, yeah, I know that school. Yeah. You know, so we're pretty much known as the school that brings in a lot of like workers. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I have a feeling like it's equivalent to hearing like a Chinese dude say like, oh yeah, I'm from Tsinghua. It's like, oh yeah, I know that school. It's from China. You know what I mean? But you don't know any other school. It's like, oh yeah, Waterloo. Oh yeah, you know. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, I know it's legit. You know.
Yeah, I was thinking like it's really rare for like a Canadian school to actually have any clout in the States for jobs and stuff. I don't know. It's a good time.
But Waterloo's getting more clout, you know, because of the co-op program, because of Joma Tech.
Yeah. It's all me. I'm just pushing their reputation.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I had the Waterloo logo in my YouTube header for
like
you
a did.
Week.
Yo, why'd you change it, man?
It was so fancy. I couldn't live with myself.
You should have been like the main Waterloo YouTuber, you know? Like, everything you talk about is just Waterloo. I think people would watch that. At least like people in Waterloo, yeah.
There's definitely an audience. I mean, there's enough of an audience for like all the Waterloo rappers.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen Defrosted?
I don't think so. Is it the same as the What Card guy?
No, he's like the Waterloo YouTuber. He's like this Chinese guy in CS.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's like me.
Oh really? Holy fuck! Wait, let me check this. Wow. Oh, I've seen that face before. Dude. Wow. Oh my god. He's legit. Oh my god, he has an accent. He's like British or something. Or maybe, I don't know.
He is the
I vlog
Waterloo
about
guy.
my time. Yo, should I talk to this guy?
Yeah, dude.
Say like, yo, bro. I wonder if he ever comments on my videos. Let me check. Ah, never. What a bitch. He thinks he's too good for me. Alright. Fuck it.
So, how's 1024 vlogs going?
It's terrible. Next question.
How's the gym going?
It's great. But I also haven't gone in a while. So next question.
That's all my questions, man.
Really? Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can I get the fuck out now?
Yeah.
All right. That's cool. That's it?
Yeah. Yeah, I was keeping it short, just a little bit
Must
of
be a
Joma.
shitty video.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's trash. Complete trash.
It's okay. I'll promote it.
In your pinned comment section for all your videos, just put the link to that video.
Yeah, that would cost you $1,000.
Oh. What if you just made it point to my French project instead?
Okay. All right, I'll do that for free because it's so good.
Yeah, that was art. All right, it's good talking to you.
Honestly, no joke. Your channel should just have me all the time.
Yeah, I'd be
so that
happy
I
to
can
have
like
it.
talk about non-tech shit on someone else's channel.
Yeah,
You know?
but when the live streams start up again, we can have the Joma.
Oh
stream
yeah,
every
let's
night,
do
man.
that. Yeah. I'm down.
Conspiracy theories, like Discord drama.
Yeah.
All the
Sick.
classic shit.
Yeah, we need that. Like, I wanted to start a podcast, like a video podcast, kind of like H3 podcast. I don't know if you know that guy, but
Oh yeah, I know what you're
so
saying.
that I could talk about whatever I want. Peace out, dude.
Peace, man. Thanks for coming on.
No problemo.
Talk to you later, bud.
Peace.